Welcome back to the channel. This is Off the Pitch brought to you by Azar Studios. The US Open is upon us. Jannik Sinner, Alcaraz Jannik Sinner. For the women's category, he's been a new winner every Grand Slam. The last Grand Slam of the year, the Flushing Meadows, who takes it? Uncanny Sam and the Bishop joins me. But before we go to the US Open, Cincinnati Masters, of course, are finished a few hours ago. Unfortunately, not the ending we wanted to see. It was one man who retired in the final, and he probably wants to prepare for the US Open final. And it's Alcaraz who won, but Jannik Sinner said, no need. Let me take a break. After 5 sets in the first game, he had to call it quits.
Disheartening.
Not what you expected.
See, you know the most painful thing here? He has a golden Cincinnati Open. He didn't drop a single set.
Yeah.
Not a single set. He was winning his game effortlessly, got to the final, fell sick. And he was sick before he even got to the final. I think the luckiest person in this Cincinnati Open is Alcaraz. Semi-final, this guy pull out. What was his name? Zverev. He was injured, you understand? Final again. So he got this trophy on a platter of gold. For me, so easy for him, but it happens. Like you say, what you said before is what you play.
Absolutely.
They're not going to bring another person that is fit to come and play. So, but come on,
true.
it's so unfortunate. I would have loved to see Sinner probably doing what he loves doing very well. I would have loved to see that competition. He started very poorly because he was sick. Pull out at when the game was 5-0, and it was obvious he cannot continue. That was the US Open by the corner. He needs to be fit to come.
Absolutely.
He's defending champion right now. No matter what he wants to make it count. Unfortunately, it happens. And come on, congratulations to
Carlos.
What was his name?
Carlos.
Alcaraz. And guess what? Now for the past 3 years, anybody that wins Cincinnati Open wins the US Open.
Yeah.
So are we seeing,
Novak won in 2023. He won the US Open.
are we seeing that line
So
happening?
now, technically, you could say we have our winners in waiting. Going back, what happened in the past 2 years? Yeah, him and Schwartz, because she lifted
the women's segment as well.
Yeah, Paulini, Jasmine Paulini. So last year it was Zabelenka. No, last year it was Zabelenka.
Zabelenka, she won it, yeah.
And Zabelenka won
the US Open.
2 years ago it was Coco Gauff. She went ahead and won the US Open. So we can technically say that, look, we have our winners.
We're having a template.
We have our US winner. Our stand-in winner. Okay. How do I put it? I don't know.
But let's look at Jannik Sinner. You know, the last Grand Slam he had the rub of the green when a certain guy who was taking him to the cleaners had to pull out injured. And
in the semi-final,
gave him a lifeline.
Yeah,
exactly. That was. I like
what
to go
goes
back.
around comes around.
Yeah. That was like a life support, and then he came back, bounced back, beat Klaus Alcaraz in the final, and won the last Grand Slam. So. For me, I know you say, but this is part of the game, man. You need to put it in your chest and move on. Exactly. But like Carlos Alcaraz, what a week he's having. He doesn't need to finish, his games, and the guy says thank you very much. But let's be sincere, the heat is demonic. The heat at the Cincinnati Open is punishing.
Crazy.
I know for Nigeria here, it's normal. After Abdul is used to being in the 30 degrees Celsius, 33 degrees Celsius.
That is normal.
We see it every day. But absolutely. So for them, it's alien. They used to, 12, 15, 20 at most.
Time of the year.
And the time of the year there is punishing at the Cincinnati Open. So the heat, played a major role in most of them falling. Especially at Jannik Sinner. I was surprised at the first set it was only 5 love down. Like this year, this is world number 1, but come on, the weather is people are known for maybe the weather took a toll on him, and people, like I said, play better in different situations and that. So
but come on, he's not new. He's not new. He won it last year.
Yeah,
and he's not new. When I hate to win the
absolutely, but this year, the weather this year is kind of is beyond the roof.
Well,
I think
for every loss,
the weather
or for
forecast
every
was like,
lose, right? You want to
I understand, but
put something to
before I understand. I'm not.
I think for me, it was just taking precautions.
You know me, I don't take
not to get too stressed.
No, he was actually sick.
He had to take a medical break. He just had to pull out.
Because no matter how poor
he was,
no matter how poor Jannik is,
he wants
5 love.
Come on, he cannot go on 5 love.
Yes.
No matter how poor he is,
yes.
he win and lose again. You cannot break and break.
I'm breaking that way now.
Come on now. It's Jannik, for God's sake. And we know how powerful it is. But for the ladies, right, I think we need to give it to Schwartek.
What a player.
She has overcome. Let's start from how she has actually overcome the doping scandal. It pressed her down so much that we were asking questions.
I think somebody said, someone said she's out of the psychological cage.
Yeah, she is. Finally, she's out of the
psychological
cage.
Out there already, and I can't agree with the person.
And guess what? She dug deep to win this final.
Yeah.
You might think it's easy, no? First game, at some point, she was trailing 3-0.
She was trailing the first set, yeah.
3-0. Then she have to come back and make it, 3-5. Then later 5-5. Then she went ahead and won.
Yeah.
Then the second set, she won 6-4. Yeah, I think another person that we need to actually give some kudos to is Paulini. She's been consistent.
Yeah.
She has not been winning, but she's been
giving
consistent.
her that.
She's giving me the Ons Jabbar 5 vibe of the 2014, 2015, 2016. Yes.
She won the Roland Garros or
she won
any major this year?
No, I think she won an ATP.
An ATP, right?
Yeah. But she's always there or there about semi-finals.
So it was Madison Keys
that won. Yes.
And Iga Swiatek that won.
Okay.
Major.
But she's always there. She's always there in the mix.
For Swiatek, these are 11 major. I mean, these are 24. Then 11 ATP. 1,000 Masters. Yeah. Why for Alcaraz? 3 times this year. He won in Monte Carlo. He won in Rome 1,000 Masters. Now he's winning Cincinnati. And he might be going into the US Open as the world number 1 by ranking.
He may be.
He might be. Yeah.
For next week,
It all depends on what happens.
How the rankings goes this weekend.
And here is it right. I felt for Jannik. He's trailing. It's an opportunity for him to actually make it count, to reduce the gap between him and Alcaraz. And it was obvious that he might be able to do that. Then all of a sudden, like we said, sickness from nowhere. But it's been entertaining sincerely speaking. It's just that the timing. Except we love tennis extremely.
Unfortunately, like I said, we don't create this weather. It's from God Himself. So
okay, guys, let's go to the US Open proper. It starts this weekend. Expected, we know that the 2 guys that should be at the front of it is Jannik Sinner and Alcaraz. But again, don't write off Novak Djokovic. Still looking for that 24th Grand Slam. Now, the 3 Grand Slam this year has been shared by the 2 players.
Yeah.
In the Australian Open, it was Jannik Sinner.
Yeah.
At the, of course,
Roland Garros.
It was, of course,
Carlos
Alcaraz. And then at the Wimbledon, for the first time in like 4 years, it was the Jannik Sinner, I beg your pardon, the last Grand Slam of the year.
Yeah.
Alcaraz, Sinner. And then there's a new kid on the block. Is it Charlton? Who is also
Ben Charlton.
Ben Charlton.
No.
I'm not saying as a winner,
people actually,
but as a contender against the big boys. Try his luck and do something for himself.
Sincerely speaking, better Caboli. Is it Caboli or Coboli, the Italian guy? Coboli. Better him when he plays.
Than Charlton.
Yeah, for me, Charlton is for the show.
It's for the show. He's a swagger man.
He's a swagger. You understand?
He plays the game.
He has talent.
Like
no doubt about it, right?
Yeah.
But come on, where you have Alcaraz, Novak, and Jannik, Charlton cannot do anything.
Charlton does give me that.
See, aside from even where you even have Rublev, where you have Zverev and Tsitsipas, Charlton can do still
the thing with Rublev, the consistency is the problem. You know,
see, get there. This right.
Might even be knocked out by a qualifier.
See, do you know the beautiful?
That's why I cannot even put my money on them.
Who?
Tsitsipas, Zverev, always losing to qualifiers, struggling. And when they meet their pairs, yes, they show their quality.
Yeah,
when they play against those unseeded guys, they struggle.
My issue with Charlton right is too physical, little technique. He's not technically sound when it comes to the game. He's physical, he has the energy to cover the court, to do everything, to give it that. It gives me the same vibe with what's his name? Tiafa. I mean, Tiofe. They have the physical energy. They could do all the run. They could do the coverage trade for some time. But after the first 2-3 games, you see them struggling.
I think the issue is
you see them struggling. I know it's their home soil.
That's one.
Yeah, but come on.
But at the end of the day, I think
an Alcaraz
what
that
Ben
looks
Charlton
like
needs is a good coach. I see the guy looks like.
Is he a good coach?
Yeah, I think
that's the basic.
I think
that is his talent.
Let me.
No,
that's his talent is skin deep.
No, I think.
Yeah, that does it.
I think he needs a coach that can keep working on his fitness.
I've watched him for years.
I think he gets to tire around after the second set.
No,
he can't go the distance. That's his problem.
I think that is him. He can't look. Deep tennis is not for him.
Can't he train?
That is him. Fitness, that is him.
Bulk up.
But let's focus on the main guys.
When you watch Caboli, God of mercy, he looks a different guy entirely. He plays with different. See. With time, man, because people are talking about your Fonseca, the Brazilian guy, because Fonseca is not going to do anything. The guy for me is Coboli, because when he plays with a different mentality. Then the guy that Jannik almost lost to I'm trying to remember his name. In Wimbledon Open, the guy that was leading almost.
That he had to come back.
I'm trying to remember his name. That's another guy down the side. And the Italian. He's equally an Italian, right?
Yeah, but it's off and on. That guy too is also off and on.
No, I think. Of course, that's the issue with most of them.
The thing is this, but I think as much as we want to try and get someone who can break into the Alcaraz Jannik Sinner conversation,
it's gonna be difficult. Don't say Alcaraz Jannik Sinner. Sincerely speaking, put in Djokovic.
You're still not really Djokovic for a 24th Grand Slam.
By the end of this Grand Slam, you come back and say, what did you see in Djokovic?
But
Sam, Djokovic can be the man at the US Open.
No, he's not the man. He's gonna be the
this
unsung hero, the guy that.
But he's been there or thereabout.
No.
If Djokovic gets to the semi-finals,
if Djokovic gets to the final,
if Sinner goes, if Alcaraz goes in as number 1, it means that he's in the same pot with Alcaraz.
Or Alcaraz.
No, he goes to the same pot.
If Alcaraz gets number 1, yes,
he goes to the same pot. Alcaraz.
And if he gets to some point, put Alcaraz, he can beat
He can
Alcaraz.
beat Alcaraz. I think
So
it's
that's
because-
not-
So
he
the
cannot
chance
beat.
is
You know what
Sinner.
I'm saying?
So the chance is there.
The chances is there. A lot of chances for him. The truth is this, right? Well, I understand age and everything. I understand not last forever, but you can never take that amount of talent.
But
that he
this
has.
is my argument. Let's be sincere, Uncanny. If Djokovic gets to the semi-finals
Yeah.
of the competition, it's no news.
Of course.
Because it's
Well, it is.
It's no news. No,
Well,
and
for-
I'll
no,
tell
no,
and I'll
no,
tell
wait,
you.
no,
Okay,
it's now
fine.
news
Semi-final,
because-
yes.
okay,
But final.
I'll tell you because he's a
News.
victim of his own achievement.
Achievement.
You see,
I agree.
there's a level. It's like Alcaraz now. You see, Alcaraz gets to the final and loses. It's a bad run for him because we've seen Alcaraz get to finals and dominate. If somebody like Jan Polini gets to the final, we applaud her. We're not used to seeing her getting to the final regular, maybe semi-finals, quarter-final. If she wins it, look at how we celebrated like I guess a bit Hülkenberg in Formula 1 because it's not something we are used to.
Yeah.
So for come on, no, see, as much as I can't call it underdog because if you ask me right now, 3 players who I think will get to the semi-final, I'll call Carlos Alcaraz, I'll call Jannik Sinner, I'll call
Djokovic. Yeah,
Djokovic.
okay.
It's who there will
Okay,
join the top 3.
fine.
So he needs to, if he gets to the final, they'll say, oh, I can then applaud and say, wow. Then he
He's
seems
talk
to have,
about. Yeah,
come on, I
you're
still
right.
doubt.
You're right.
So
I
let me
still
put
doubt
you
to get
guys
to
on
the
the
final.
spot.
Yeah.
Your favorite?
Yannick, of course.
Now-
defending champion.
We're
Yannick.
going to stick with it.
Yeah, Yannick. Fact.
No changing.
No changing. Come on, Yannick.
Not so?
I said it in the Wimbledon Open. I stayed it.
Yeah.
in
Even
the,
though.
in the Roland Garros. You
even-
understand?
You lost one.
Somehow Roland Garros. I lost.
You lost the ball, but
Come on, see,
So you still
the amount of talent. Now there's something I've actually watched, right? I see a different Alcaraz.
Yeah.
Alcaraz I know how to grind right now.
Results,
Alcaraz I know doesn't
yes.
grind. On his bad day, he lost flat.
It's like
I've seen Alcaraz that because
I
Alcaraz do not have any reason to win against Rublev.
he has no reason.
He has no reason, but because he has changed, he has understood the game better right now.
Now plays it better.
Dog deep, and came up victorious. The Alcaraz we know 2-3 years ago, early this
Once the
year,
season is not
he
going
would have
his way,
lost that game. He
just
wouldn't have been in this final.
I quite agree with him.
And guess what? If it wasn't Alcaraz in the final, I know my Yannick, he would have found a way of managing himself to play that fine. Because if it were either Rublev or
He would have still won that game.
he would have still tried.
He would have still tried, but because
Yes.
Alcaraz, he knows no matter how he dig deep, he's not going
There was
to
this
get
guy,
it.
he's a
He doesn't
crazy
have to
guy,
just
yeah.
do this. So Alcaraz has understand that. Look, on my bad day, I need to dig deep
But he's still
and
sta-
grind.
I think
Still standing with Jannik
Alcaraz
Sinner.
is like a
Eh?
Ro-
No,
Jannik
come
Sinner.
on. Come
So
on.
I think Alcaraz
Yeah.
is like a Rolls Royce.
So why are you standing?
When it's not in, it has to be Alcaraz. It's Carlos Alcaraz. You know my love for the young man. I think the fact that he's like a Rolls.
It's
like
not
you
about
said,
my love. It's
before-
about the talent.
But
I
no,
mean,
come on,
his own
my
love,
own
his
love
own
for him.
love.
I think the way I think I've transferred the love I had for Rafa Nadal to him. I don't know why, but anyway, I think the fact that he says it before, he was the guy who plays flamboyant tennis, always makes it look so Rolls Royce kind of tennis, easy busy. When you need to become a bit of grit like Novak Djokovic, that's why I hated him. He knows how to make games boring, but he's effective and efficient.
No.
Now he's beginning to learn how to do those things. Before you take the game a distance, Alcaraz will falter. But now he's willing to go the 5 games. He knows how to play dirty. So I'll go with him.
And I've never seen a serious tennis player like Yannick.
Yannick's too serious.
Doesn't smile,
He's
doesn't
too
do
serious,
anything.
It's no
He's just
emotion.
there.
Even after he was injured, you could see the way. Especially coming to the fan. At least give the fan some smiles.
You will not see emotion in him. That explains why the day
Game
we
mode
saw
on.
emotions on him that day he won that when he needed to win that the last Grand Slam,
Yeah.
the Wimbledon Open. That was the time he shouted for the first
He
time.
doesn't lose his
He
cool, but he
screamed for the
lost
first
it, yeah.
time. But I've never seen a tennis player that is so serious, that is so
His
business minded.
game on move.
Like
I'm
him.
here to win.
Game mode
He's
move.
always
Yeah.
here to win. You
Well,
understand?
we'll see how that pans out. Of course, for Uncanny Sam, straightforward answer. No need to think
no
it
need,
twice.
no need.
Of course, it's Jannik Sinner,
Defending champion.
defending champion. Won 2 Grand Slam already this
Yeah.
year. I'll probably make it the 3rd.
No,
Or
we're
it will be
sharing it.
Carlos
We're sharing
Alcaraz
it.
who
2
wins
apiece,
it, and
yeah.
it will be 2 apiece.
2 apiece, yes.
Or just
I've been to
maybe
the final
just
of all the Grand Slam this
yeah,
year.
he's been to all. We must also applaud
yeah.
him. He's been to all the
Don't forget the
finals.
same guy who beat him at the Roland
Roland
Garros.
Garros.
He's about to do it again today.
And then there's still the old man, the man who still wants to remain in contention. Not forgetting Novak Djokovic
Number
stays
24.
chasing number 24
Is he staying too
to
long?
equal Steffi Graf
To take away
open era record.
and this is the question I'm looking at.
No, you
Is
can
this
never,
staying too
you
much
can
to
never.
to win
No,
to
it's
script?
not.
Because
You can never.
we had that
You
issue
can
with
never.
that Serena Williams. At some point, one of the
No, Serena was not at this level. Nah, she was not at
Even
the level of
at that,
Novak.
Even at that, you didn't.
Novak
change
remained
nothing.
consistent.
Because nobody's there yet. Even at that, it changed nothing.
Because I begin to forget
With
that Novak
Serena,
Djokovic was so
it-
dominant. There was a time that we just it's Novak Djokovic. Nobody stops him. There was a time like that. I'm beginning to forget it. I hope it doesn't drag this dream too long, and we the young guys watching coming up begin to lose the essence of his importance in the game.
Well, we wait to see how that pans out. Let's hope that both players will give us a befitting final again, or maybe someone crashes the final. The US Open the Flushing Meadows starts this weekend, and like I always say, let the best player dominate, and win. Off the pitch, brought to you by Alcaraz Studios.